This is part of the broadcast where I tell you a little bit about my personal news. And not much has happened other than the fact that I am a dog dad, as you guys know. This is basically the pup date. Notice how the puppy is not behind me currently. Let me just get that out of the way. That's right. Currently, Kaya is being crate trained. That's right. I have made the decision to, at the very least, make sure that she has a safe space that she's comfortable with, where she can cool down. She is upstairs where she is currently residing, currently sleeping. I might even bring her down here for a little bit. This is devastating news. It's going to happen. It's going to happen for now. You got to deal with the private prison corpos, didn't you? You just upgraded the prison? I did upgrade the prison. That's how it is, yes. Fear not. The reality is that I need to crate train her. I need to make sure that she is properly crate trained, because she has been trying to figure out, I don't know. She's just been... Like I found something out last night. I found something important last night. I watched a bunch of puppy training videos with my mom. And one of the really important things that we found out from those puppy training videos is that my mom, because we couldn't figure out why she was like still biting, and she doesn't do it to me that much, but she's like constantly chasing after my mom and biting her. What we found out is that my mom has been basically functionally acting like a walking human chew toy. Like the most fun chew toy a puppy could ever have. Because one of the things that everyone knows, any like puppy trainer knows, if you ever had a dog, is like you're supposed to redirect. You're supposed to calm them down, or if you can't immediately calm them down, you're supposed to redirect their attention when they're nipping at you or when they're doing something that is undesirable, right? Problem is when, you're a human being, your immediate reaction is to go, oh, no. You know what I mean? Or push her away even. Problem is all of those things are, in the mind of a puppy, all of those things are good. It registers as, oh, she's paying attention to me. Oh, she's playing with me. So that is definitely one of the issues that we recognize. So we're working on it. Couldn't you growl or yell at the dog? I mean, I do that every now and then, but that's like whatever. That's not the best way to do that. So just like when you respond to trolls in chat, yes. How do you correct this? My sister's puppy treats me like a chew toy. Pretty simple. You can do it in a matter of seconds. One, there's a couple different ways of doing it. A mix of positive and negative is best. Positive, only people are like rad libs. Yeah. One thing you can do, as far as positive reinforcement goes, one thing you do is basically redirect. So let's say your puppy is treating you like a chew toy. She's running up at you and she's nipping at you. You don't want that kind of behavior, obviously, especially when she grows older. She's going to think that this is an appropriate thing to do, and she's going to bite at random children. The positive reinforcement method is to calm her down. If she has a collar, hold her by the collar and keep her tight and close to your body until she calms down, while also simultaneously, immediately giving her a treat when she does calm down, and use the term yes in a light tone. Just like teach her yes as like a positive reinforcement thing. Another thing you can do is basically constantly and consistently reward them for being calm. Another thing you can also do is, if you can't do that, you have to redirect her. Someone said redirect her to the euthanasia factory. Jesus Christ. Redirect her attention. Let's say she's nipping at you. You stop. You don't react at all. They have sharp teeth, but ultimately they can't do anything too devastating, right? You immediately cease activities. You get up and you basically turn, like if you're standing, it's easier too. You turn behind her. You get behind her. And you, I guess like some of the trainers say you don't want to like abuse their name. You don't want to use their name too much because it's important to train them on what their name is. So you try to get their attention with a chew toy or something behind them to redirect their attention over to, they can't hurt you too much. He said inspecting his grave wounds. I was literally doing that. I was actually looking at my finger, which she accidentally bit into, thinking that it was while I was playing with her with a chew toy. Like that's the most, maximum damage that she can do because the chew toy was in my hands. Redirect their attention to a chew toy instead. And then when she's playing with the chew toy, use that as a way to do it. If you're defending your dog abusing you, what makes you different from a cat owner? No, I'm teaching you how to avoid your dog abusing you because puppies are fucking stupid. And if you don't train them, they will develop terrible habits. Good luck doing that to a cat. I don't know how the fuck to do that with a cat, but you can at the very least do that with a dog where you can train them to never do that. The first 6 months to a year is the most difficult part of like dog ownership, but then after that, it's smooth sailing, especially if you've trained them well. It will be a lifelong partner to you. And it's awesome. The negative reinforcement, this is the controversial part that chat is going to be up my asshole about. Some people say you sternly tell them not to do it. People get very upset at that, though. It's controversial because I utilize no as well. Another thing is you can also yip like you are the mother of the puppy, which she would do normally if the puppy actually bites you. No spanking, obviously. That's not good because then you literally will like abuse the dog and develop anxiety. What you can do, or what I used to do with Fish, which worked for him, was if she bites you really, really aggressively, you can punish her by like in the process of her nipping at your hand, you can like squeeze her tongue a little bit, which again, controversial. Some people don't like it, and most people don't like it. Making it so that like the biting or the nipping period with a human being is like not considered to be like a fun, positive, exciting environment for her, an atmosphere for her is key. People sometimes hold the snout shut for a second, but I think that that doesn't mean anything because they think it's a game still. How do you catch the tongue? No, it's not a tongue. It's from underneath the mouth and the tongue. Like if your hands are inside her mouth because she's biting, you have to teach them that is not a good experience. One way to immediately stop it should also be like yipping though. You can do that. Dogs mostly learn by tone. You can tell Kaya who's the stupid puppy, who's the baddest girl, and they'll get all happy. So not telling a dog no is freaking stupid. What the hell? You're training a literal animal? No, I mean when you say no, that's a different way of saying yes. It's different than saying yes. I think it's like overwhelming majority of the training should be positive, which is what I did with Fish as well. And then some negative reinforcement as well. You have to do that. Yipping, like, that's a yip. A super high-pitched noise that a puppy or a mom or another dog would literally yelp out in a moment where it hurts. Negative reinforcement is also known as operant conditioning, and it's proven to work on animals. Shit gets a little borderline, though, sometimes. Yeah, because the reason why people get like really fucking riled up about negative reinforcement is because like you don't want to fucking abuse your animal and like develop anxieties in your animal. Raising a puppy sounds horribly complicated and draining. I'm so glad I have a cat instead. Yes, raising a puppy is a horribly complicated process for sure, but it doesn't need to be. You just basically need to develop good habits. And more importantly than just yourself developing good habits, if you are in a home with other people, and a home that has like frequent guests, for example, ensure that your guests also are aware of some of your roles and some of the rules. Anne? What the f? Anne? Anne! Bir şeyler mi düşürüyorsun devamlı takır tıkır yoksa yukarıda? Oh my god. Dog got out, Mom. My mom's got her headphones in. And she's just like, just dropping stuff left and right. And I was like freaking out. Anyway, let's blast off.